So on this one you can see that I have a bunch of circles that I'm going to start with, and they are labeled by all of these radii that I'm highlighting here. So that's going to be where I'm going to start from. I'm going to create these circles. Here's another one. It's going to be the first thing that I'll do. And then from that, I'll go ahead and put these other circles along the quadrants of that. And that should be a good building block of where we're going to start from. One other thing that you can see is that this is not necessarily 180 degrees. If we look at the top here, it's at 60 and 60, so it's 120 degrees. I'm going to either have to figure out which way am I going to decide. Am I going to decide going this direction? Or I can go here in the middle and create this half and then mirror it over to the other half. And I think that's the way I'm going to approach this one. So I'll start along here in the middle. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is start with a circle center radius command. And I'll place it here. Radius is going to be 1.5. Let's go ahead and create our next circle. It's at the center of this one. And you can see the radius is 1.75. Let's create the next circle with the radius. At this center, 2.75. And then my last circle that I forgot was the smallest of all. It's going to be at that center. It's 1.12. So I'm going to start with my outer circle here. I'll create a radius circle at this quadrant. And for this one, make sure that you have these running O-snaps on. So I'll place it at this quadrant. And you can see that the radius is 0.62. Let's go ahead and create a circle center diameter in the center of this one. And it has a diameter of 0.62. Go ahead and delete that circle. Coming down to my next circle here, you can see that those have a radius of 0.15. So let's go ahead and create a circle center radius at this quadrant, 0.15. I'm going to go ahead and rotate this and put it in the right location. And instead of using the rotate command, since I want to do this in 2 steps, I'll use the grip function. So I want you to select the circle first. I want you to select one of the grips. I want you to select the space bar until you see the word rotate. So that's 1 time on the space bar, twice. So now that I have the word rotate, I'm going to choose base point. I'm going to select the center here. Then I'm going to select the word copy. I'll type in 15, enter, -15, and then enter. Escape. And you have to hit the escape button twice to get out of the grips. I'll delete this circle and that circle. Let's go ahead and put our next circle. Circle center diameter. This quadrant. 0.38 is the diameter. And then I can delete this line or circle here. Let's go ahead and draw a line. I'm going to shift and right click and choose this tangent here. And then I'll shift and right click again and choose tangent here. Escape. Let's do that again on the other side, or I can mirror it. Well, since we know how to use some of these other commands, let's go ahead and mirror. Select your line, enter, from this center to this center. Okay, so now that we have this created, I'll go ahead and trim this. Well, I'll save the trimming for the end. Let's go ahead and rotate this and create our other 3. So I'll choose polar array. I'll select my circles, this line, this circle, and then this circle. Then I'll also create one more line. I'll take this line as well. And I'll show you how to clean this up if you do have duplicates. So one good thing that I can do, and I'll probably show you that step now. Let's go ahead and select all of these. My center point is going to be right here at the center of the circle. You're going to see that your ribbon will change at the top. We have 3 items. And we have 30 degrees between each of them. I have to tell it which direction to go. In this case, I want it to go in this direction. So once you select this button, you'll have to come down to your screen and it will catch up. One other thing you want to do is make sure that you have the associativity turned off. So make sure that this is not blue. Close array. And just to kind of continue with what I'm doing, I'm just going to have multiple things stacked onto this. So I'll go to the mirror command. Highlight all of this. And then my line of symmetry will be from this center to that center. And answer no to that question. Now you can see that I do have multiple circles on top of each other. We're going to clean that up with the overkill command. So I want you to select the broom. It's going to ask you to select objects. I'll type in the word all. Hit the enter button twice. And then you're going to get a dialog box that's going to appear. We're not going to worry about most of this stuff that's on, but we're going to take a look and make sure that these bottom 3 are checked. And that's what it's going to do to go ahead and trim or get rid of some of those extra circles that are on top of each other. Select OK. And then you're going to see here it says I had 11 duplicate objects that was deleted. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to close these off. I'll use tangent, tangent, tangent. I'll select on this circle, then on this circle, and then on this circle. Do the same on the other side. Tangent, tangent, tangent. So I'll select this circle, and this circle. Last thing I have to do is trim. So let's go to trim, and then we're going to trim all the arcs in between here. I'll start getting rid of all of our circles on the outside here. And then we're going to trim our arcs in between here. And then one last trim, which is here. Okay, so thank you for watching it.